Ever notice how the nicest people in the room are usually the most exhausted? That's not a coincidence. The dark psychology behind people pleasers is way more twisted than you think. Look, I used to be that person who would cancel my own plans just to help someone move their couch. And what's wild is that I thought I was being a good person. But here's what nobody tells you about people pleasing. It's not about kindness at all. It's actually a trauma response disguised as generosity. So let me explain what's really happening in the brain of a people pleaser, because this gets dark fast. When you grow up in an environment where love is conditional, where you only get affection when you're useful, your nervous system literally rewires itself. Your brain starts associating your worth with how much you can do for others. And the scary part? You don't even realize it's happening. You just wake up one day and realize you don't know who you are without someone needing you. Though wait, it gets worse. People pleasers don't actually like people. I know that sounds harsh, but hear me out. When you're constantly performing for approval, you're not really connecting with anyone. You're just playing a role. You're the helpful friend, the reliable coworker, the person who always says yes. But underneath all that, there's usually resentment, frustration, even rage, because deep down you know people aren't loving the real you. They're loving the version of you that serves them. And that creates this toxic cycle where you keep giving more, hoping that eventually someone will see past the favors and love you for who you actually are. Spoiler alert. That never happens unless you break the pattern yourself. Here's the manipulation part that nobody talks about. People pleasers are actually incredible manipulators. Not in an evil way, but in a survival way. You've learned to read rooms like a CIA agent. You know exactly what to say, how to act, what mask to wear to make people like you. You're not being authentic. You're being strategic. And the craziest part? Other people can sense this. They might not consciously know it, but they feel that something's off. That's why people pleasers often attract narcissists and users. Because manipulators recognize other manipulators, even if one is doing it from fear and the other from ego. So how do you actually break free from this? The uncomfortable truth is that you have to be willing to disappoint people. You have to be okay with someone being upset with you. And for a people pleaser, that feels like death. But here's what happens when you start setting boundaries. The wrong people leave. The users, the takers, the people who only valued you for what you could do, they disappear. And that's actually a good thing. Because once they're gone, you finally have space for people who actually like you. Not the performance, not the favors, just you. And when you stop abandoning yourself to make others comfortable, something shifts. You start showing up as a real person instead of a service provider. You start having opinions, boundaries, standards. You become someone you'd actually want to be friends with. So here's what I want you to try this week. Just once, say no to something you'd normally say yes to. Don't explain, don't justify, don't apologize. Just say, I can't do that. Notice what happens. Notice how you feel. Notice who respects it and who tries to guilt you. That's your data. And that's how you start breaking the pattern and reclaiming your life from this exhausting cycle of people-pleasing psychology.